The 2026 Suzuki XL7 could be one of the most underrated family SUVs of its generation, because while the market keeps chasing oversized luxury vehicles and complicated technology, Suzuki is taking a different approach: practical space, efficient performance, everyday comfort, and the kind of value that could make this SUV extremely difficult to ignore. But there is one surprising limitation that could determine whether the XL7 is a smart family choice or simply another affordable three-row SUV. And we're saving that reveal for the end. From the outside, the 2026 Suzuki XL7 could continue the formula that has made this name popular: a tall, confident body, modern LED lighting, a wide front grille, sculpted bumpers, strong shoulder lines, roof rails, and a practical three-row silhouette. It isn't trying to pretend that it's a supercar, and that's exactly the point. The XL7 is designed to look modern without sacrificing usability. A higher driving position gives the driver a commanding view of the road, while the proportions create enough interior space for families, luggage, and everyday equipment. Depending on the market and final specification, Suzuki could refine the exterior with updated lighting signatures, redesigned alloy wheels, improved aerodynamic details, and new color combinations that make the XL7 look more premium without pushing the price into luxury territory. Inside, the story becomes even more interesting. The 2026 XL7 could focus heavily on flexibility, with 3 rows of seating and multiple configurations designed around real-world family life. The second row could provide comfortable access to the third row, while folding rear seats could create additional cargo space when passengers aren't using every seat. The dashboard would likely emphasize simplicity, with a modern infotainment display, smartphone connectivity, digital information, steering wheel controls, USB charging, and practical storage throughout the cabin, instead of filling the interior with technology that looks impressive but rarely gets used. Suzuki's strongest advantage could be making every control easy to understand. For a family SUV, that matters more than people realize. Under the hood, the XL7 is expected to focus on efficiency rather than extreme performance. Depending on market specifications, Suzuki could continue using a compact petrol engine paired with an automatic transmission, delivering enough power for city driving, highway cruising, and family trips while keeping running costs under control. And that balance is important because the XL7 doesn't need to win a drag race. Its mission is different. It needs to start every morning, handle traffic, carry passengers, survive long road trips, and remain affordable when fuel, maintenance, and ownership costs are added together. That's where Suzuki could have a serious advantage. Ride comfort would also be important. With a suspension tuned for everyday roads, the XL7 could absorb bumps, uneven pavement, and speed breakers without making passengers feel every impact. The steering could remain light enough for urban driving while providing enough stability at highway speeds. Parking would also be easier than with larger three-row SUVs, making the XL7 especially appealing to buyers who want extra seating without driving something enormous. And if you're enjoying this look at the 2026 Suzuki XL7, hit like and subscribe because more future car breakdowns like this are coming, especially for vehicles that deliver serious value without unnecessary complexity. Safety could become another major selling point. Modern versions of the XL7 could offer features such as multiple airbags, electronic stability control, ABS, traction control, parking sensors, a rear camera, blind spot monitoring, lane-related driver assistance, and automatic emergency braking depending on the market and trim level. The key is that these technologies should work quietly in the background, rather than becoming distractions. Families want confidence, not a dashboard that feels like an airplane cockpit. Storage is another area where the XL7 could surprise buyers. Three-row SUVs often look spacious from outside but become frustrating when all seats are occupied. Suzuki's challenge is to create enough usable room for passengers while still offering practical cargo capacity. The XL7 could solve this with smart seat folding, underfloor storage, large door pockets, cup holders, and flexible cargo configurations. That makes it more useful for school runs, grocery trips, vacations, and long-distance family travel. But now we reach the biggest question. What is the hidden weakness? The XL7's greatest limitation could be exactly what makes it affordable. Buyers expecting premium materials, powerful acceleration, ultra-quiet insulation, or luxury-level technology may find the experience less sophisticated than much more expensive competitors. The engine may prioritize efficiency over excitement. The cabin could use more hard-wearing materials, and the third row may be better suited to children or shorter passengers than adults on long journeys. But that doesn't necessarily make the XL7 a bad vehicle. In fact, it reveals what this SUV is actually trying to accomplish. The 2026 Suzuki XL7 isn't designed to dominate the luxury segment. It is designed to give families something increasingly valuable: practical transportation without unnecessary financial pressure. It could offer 7-seat flexibility, useful technology, efficient performance, manageable dimensions, and Suzuki's reputation for straightforward ownership, all in one package. And that's why the XL7 could become more interesting than its price suggests. In a world where SUVs keep getting bigger, heavier, faster, and more expensive, the 2026 Suzuki XL7 could take the opposite approach and focus on what families actually need. If Suzuki gets the balance right, the XL7 won't need to be the most powerful SUV, the most luxurious SUV, or the most technologically complicated SUV on the road. It simply needs to be the one that makes everyday life easier. And sometimes, that's exactly what makes a vehicle worth buying.